Yeah, hi. So this is 1st January chart that we are looking at, and this is a 5-minute chart of major sectors that we are looking at. Fine. So today, closing session, we had a crash. Till then we had an up move. When we look at this charts, one part that we keep missing is the action of the previous day. What are the levels of the previous day where it could face resistance? So in this chart, what happened is most of the sectors we have an up move, except for automobile. So in and what happens at the same time, all the sectors are hitting resistance level. And in auto, we observe that uh, it does not break out. We don't have an up move in auto that balances the sell off in other sectors. So, and what are the possible trades that we could look for? So till 12 or we could say till 1 p.m. what we have is we would it looks more like a rising wedge in Nifty. In IT we have a spike, so whenever we have a breakout failure of previous day or the opening range high, it is a long trade setup. So in IT at around 12 o'clock we could scout for long trade setups in stocks, which we have to identify these stocks. Fine. So once we have a breakout in IT, over here at around 1 p.m. we have trade setups in weaker stocks which are poised for breakout. So and if you observe in infra, the we had a breakdown of opening range low. So when we have a breakout in Nifty at around 2 p.m., at that point we could identify stocks. We could identify stocks in infra. So in infra, if you see the major two infra heavyweights are L&T and Bharti, and Reliance was not having a down move; it was having a rising wedge. So we could probably take a trade in Reliance. And in Bank Nifty, if you observe, we have a very strange price action. We have a early breakout of the opening range high, but the price kind of stagnates over here, and one of the reasons could be SBI. Selling in SBI has dampened the up move in Bank Nifty. And in automobile, there was a problem with Mahindra and Mahindra. So, and the best move that we see is in FMCG. So in FMCG around 12:30 itself we have a breakout in FMCG, and then we have a tight trading range. So when we have a breakout in Nifty at around 2 p.m., we just hold the trade. So if we have taken a long position in any FMCG stock, we can hold the trade so long as price does not move below the 5 moving average. And when we have a breakout in Nifty, we can when the up move stalls in Nifty, that's around 220 230, around that time we can close our long position in FMCG. So this FMCG, you could say, has leaded this up move. Now we look at HDFC Bank. So in HDFC Bank, even when we have a breakout in Nifty and Bank Nifty, we have a slight up move. Okay, and similar in Kotak Bank, we had an earlier uptrend, but the up move in Nifty or Bank Nifty has no impact on this stock. So generally, banking had played a role of a dampener. And if you observe State Bank of India, this is what could have led to the sell-off in banking and led to a sell-off in Nifty. So in banking, around this time, around 1 o'clock, we had an up move. But after the 4 p.m., 4:10, 4:20, when the up move in Nifty is over, we see that Bank Nifty is moving towards breakdown. So this would have created panic in Nifty, and we could have had breakdown. So yeah, and in IT sector, IT is one sector where we had early breakout. So around around this would be around 11 o'clock. We have a breakout in IT, and this is mostly Infosys and HCL, Wipro, TCS. So except for maybe Tech Mahindra. So Tech Mahindra, we now if you see the pullback in L&T Mindtree, we don't have a breakout. Okay. So in Tech Mahindra, what you see is if at the days open, we have a lot of selling over here, and this was a first, and then at 11 we have a breakout. But this breakout comes back to the days open. Okay. So if you, in terms of pullback, in Tech Mahindra, we appear to have a shallow pullback, and we have a higher low over here in Tech Mahindra compared to at 12:15. We have a higher low in Tech Mahindra. So if we are to select any stock, this would be the stock that we could go for. So we have an entry at 1280, and we could write the trade around one. We have an up move in Nifty, and we could write these trades and keep the stop loss below, and around 2 2:10 2:15 when the up move in Nifty has stalled, we could close the position. So we probably would get an entry at 1280 and exit at 1300 at 20 point gain. This is almost a 1.5% move, so quite decent move. So if we invest around take a stock trade for 60,000, we could expect 4,000 to 5,000 rupees profit in this single trade. And in at the same time, when we have this, testing, the Tech Mahindra is testing the day's high in HCL, we observe that it has made a deeper low. So we get a later, we get some more time, once we, even though we have a breakout in Tech Mahindra, and it has spanned a good amount of the up move, we do still have time in HCL Technologies to place a trade, and a good part of the move is still there. So the first trade would be in Tech Mahindra, and once the Tech Mahindra trade plays out, we could take a trade in HCL Technologies. So in HCL Technologies, once we get a good move, we just exit over here. Okay. Similarly, as in 12:15, even in Wipro, we have a good trade. Wipro, we have, in fact, we have a breakout of the, and when we have a climax bar, it is better to, exit at the climax bar and not wait for a single bar which spans a good amount. It's better to exit around here. And since we have a deeper pullback compared to other stocks at this point, we can avoid this for a continuation long trade. And we'll probably not go for Infosys, as Infosys had a very steep down move. Okay, and TCS also had a good pullback. So its price is bound to struggle trying to take out the day's high of 11:30. So we could probably enter around 1 o'clock, a little late trade in TCS.